What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Neo, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. So where should we start today? Yes, if you're in the US, hope you're enjoying your extended weekend. Also, a reminder that the stock market will be closed on Monday in observance of Memorial Day. Now, with that said, we have not talked about Tesla since the earnings call a month ago, so it's time to check in. The stock is up 7.23% for the week and 25.64% over the past month. That's a nice move up, right? We've got some pretty big news that dropped this week, so in today's video, I'll go over the unexpected partnership announcement, then cover the latest milestone achieved by Tesla. We have an update on Cybertruck, and I'll wrap with some of my closing thoughts. As always, this is not to be taken as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and a thought process behind it. I'd recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on any pertinent information I'll be sharing. Drop this video an early like if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so every time we get on a Tesla topic, I do feel compelled to give a disclaimer. I'm obviously bullish on every stock I'm invested into. That said, my conviction in Tesla is above and beyond the rest on this channel. I not only own the stock, but the product as well, and it's fantastic. So keep that in mind. The thing is, the synergy between software and hardware offered by Tesla is unmatched, in my opinion. For years, people laughed and criticized as Elon and team focused on not only building the best product they could with their vehicles, but they also built their own charging infrastructure right alongside it. That is a key advantage Tesla has over the competition. It is the reason why I was able to drive cross-country with absolutely zero range anxiety. I want to play you this quick audio clip as a lead-in to the first massive news around Tesla this week. Take a listen.
So,
Here's,
yeah.
I know you and I've been, talking about what we can do together to advance, the industry and the customer experience. But it became clear to me, I was on vacation with my family last year in Lake Tahoe. I was driving back, I think, to Monterey, and my kids kept looking at me and going, "Hey, Dad, there's another supercharger on. Can we stop there? How about there? How about on the I-5, Dad?" I was like, "No, we have to go over here behind this other building." And so it kind of became obvious to me, the job your team had done and what it means for customers.
That was Jim Farley, current CEO of Ford, for those of you who may not know. That clip is from a Twitter space he and Elon hosted on May 25th, announcing the newly formed partnership between Ford and Tesla. I know, insane. In the press release, they stated that with this new partnership, Ford customers will gain access to the entire Tesla network of chargers starting in early 2024. That's 12,000 superchargers in the US and Canada. Additionally, starting in 2025, every Ford vehicles will adopt the NACS standard developed by Tesla. The idea being that the next-gen Fords will no longer need the adapter and will plug right in, which is more convenient, right? The one thing covered during the Twitter space that is not included in the press release is the fact that Elon offered to provide software support to Ford for a better user interface and experience. That's huge. Now, this is a big deal on so many levels. Let me briefly explain. For years, Tesla has said they were open to sharing their technology with other automakers. The reason being that they want to accelerate the transition to EVs in any way they can. There was a lot of skepticism, but now we can see that it wasn't all talk. Also, Ford adopting the Tesla standard further legitimizes it and paves the way for other OEMs to follow if they can leave their ego at the door. From a revenue perspective, Tesla gets to tap into another revenue stream as more and more non-Tesla owners get onboarded onto the supercharger network. In the press release, Jim Farley said, and I quote, "Widespread access to fast charging is absolutely vital to our growth as an EV brand, and this breakthrough agreement comes as we are ramping up production of our popular Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning and preparing to launch a series of next-generation EVs starting in 2025. End of quote. Essentially, if you can't beat them, join them. Shout out to the Ford team for being the first to recognize the need to partner and actually follow through with it. That's, again, massive. I mean, the reality is anyone paying attention can see that Tesla is winning all around. Great example of that fact, back in 2016, Elon made the bold claim at the time that the Model Y would become the world's best-selling car, not just EV, but cars in general. People laughed, considering the Model Y didn't even actually launch until 2020. Well, fast forward to now, and guess what? The Model Y is now confirmed to be the world's best-selling car, bar none, dethroning the Toyota Corolla. You can see on the screen the all-in numbers for Q1 2023. This is massive, a massive achievement considering the Model Y costs twice as much as the Corolla. The innovation and user experience is simply unmatched. That is how you achieve these kind of results. And that is why a company like Ford is now making the decision to partner. The crazy part is this is only Q1. We have another 3 quarters to go. Also, similar to the Model Y, Elon made the claim that he expects the Cybertruck to become one of the best, if not the best product Tesla has introduced. As we near the start of delivery later this year, a new leak of interior photos were released this week. The main details that got my attention are the shape of the steering wheel. It is different and more of an hexagonal shape than the yoke in the Model S and Model X. Personally, I'm glad they didn't just copy and paste the S and X design over. I like the turn signal controls being buttons on the wheel itself, and there doesn't seem to be a gear stock at all, so seemingly leveraging the same technology currently found in the X and S model. Ultimately, it is important to remember that this may very well not be the final interior pictures, but it was pretty cool to get a bit more details than we had previously seen, especially if you're on the reservation list like I am. Speaking of future products, Elon also gave a brief update on a new Tesla Roadster, and it seems they are targeting the end of 2024 for the start of deliveries. That was another tidbit of information he dropped during a Twitter space with Jim Farley. I'll put a link to the Twitter space in the description below if any of you are interested in listening. It's about 30 minutes long. This then brings us to what am I personally doing about the stock? And the answer is it's actually pretty straightforward. I am simply holding. Main reason being that I'm not currently in a position to add more. The last time we spoke, I told you that we could go lower than where we were, and we did, by bottoming out right around $150 on that last dip. And from there, we saw a strong bounce to where we are now. The thing is, this move is starting to run out of steam as we look at the RSI fast approaching 70. It is currently sitting at 66.30. And remember that 70 and above is considered overbought, meaning that technically we could push higher from here near term and have another go at trying to move past the 200-day moving average, currently sitting at $199.76. There should be good momentum going into next week as more analysts and market strategists digest the positive impact the Ford deal will have on Tesla and EV adoption in general. And at the macro level, the fact that the US government has finally reached a deal to raise the debt ceiling, which again we knew would happen more than likely, and it did, and ultimately should help lift the uncertainty variable for the stock market participants, allowing things to move a little bit higher from here. The point is, even if we move higher near term, we'll more than likely pull back, and I'll have another opportunity to buy more shares under $190. So really no rush. The bottom line for me is this. Tesla continues to lead the way as the legacy automotive industry transitions to EV. They are cementing their lead with each passing day, and it's becoming harder and harder to ignore. If you believe that the future of mobility will be heavily reliant on EVs, then not owning the Tesla stock is frankly doing a massive disservice to your portfolio. I said it before and I'll say it again, no matter how you slice this, the Tesla stock will be significantly more valuable in 2030 than it is currently. And so really, it's up to you to decide if you want to capitalize on that upside. For me, I'm not missing out, and it's really that simple. But on that note, that is it for me today. If you found value in my content, click that like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe, it's free, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I'll be back on Sunday for my weekly video. Till then, you can keep up with me here on Twitter for crypto and NFT related news. Thank you for watching, stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.